Good day. My name is Adeni Ishuremi, and I will be taking you through the introductory part of the DUFMA ERP. The DUFMA ERP simply means DUFMA Enterprise Resource Planning. Once you come to our landing page, you get to understand a bit description about what DUFMA means, and then after which you request a demo if it works for you, and then by after your demo, we'll reach out in typically less than 24 hours. And then you can also see the list of solutions that we provide. You can leave an email with us for our newsletter, which is monthly and by quarterly once in a while. Um, but we are blogging in straight. On the login page, of course, my data have been preloaded there, but it doesn't matter whether you're an organization, investor, or an employee. Come into the dashboard, the system automatically detects which one you belong to once you put in your login details. So I'm logging in right now, so that's what a dashboard looks like. All right, so we're into the dashboard, and your first glance is to see it tells you you've successfully logged in. On the topmost right part, you see your name and then organization beneath it. When you click on it, you can access your accounts and you can equally log out from there. Then there's a settings beside it that you can change the mode by which the dashboard appears, either from dark to light or condensing it or making it scrollable. And then we have the alarm notification part. This is where every notification from our site to you or within your company, this is where it shows off. Right now, there's nothing there. So now we're going to access the accounts and you see what the account section looks like. All right, logging into the account section of the dashboard, that's where your own personal information is. You will see the information. You can always change your password from this part, and you can always update your company's data, name, and address, and then your bank details, bank account information. These are very important because it interacts with the wallet and allows you to transact seamlessly. And then once you're done and you've updated this profile, then you can leave the profile and go back to the dashboard where we'll get to give you guys the complete overview of what you're expected to see using the platform. Yes, on the upper right part, beside the settings and beside the notifications, you will see the wallet, the button for the wallet. We'll talk about this in some futuristic module. After this one, and then you understand how you can transact from here, pay your workers, receive money, and how to disburse it from your wallet. Whether or not you are someone that like transacting with your account details. If you don't like with your account details and you want to make it pseudo, it's also permitted. Also, you get to see the dates of each day you're using the ERP. You can see that today is on the 17th of February 2021, and you can always backdate to go and refresh even the dashboard. The dashboard naturally shows you things like your active users, your total workers, and then the asset chart shows you how you build your assets. So as you begin to engage with this platform often, you realize this system begins to look more friendly and more appealing color wise and all. Now, active users are for means that people are registered into this platform. Then when you come to the right hand side, you see the menu box there. And under that menu box there, you see that there's inventory management there, there's monitoring and evaluation, financial management, there's a chat feature, there's frequently asked questions. Now, frequently asked questions helps you understand one or two things about the platform that would help you go forward. Why the chat there is usually internal means of communication between the manager and the employee, because we understand that a lot of people have projects and they are not close to that project. This chat is where you guys can always communicate as it relates to the ARP platform in terms of putting things in place. Now, when you click on the inventory as a drop down menu, you see the summary, the procurement, you see product management, you see warehousing, analysis, tracking, and reports. Now, what does procurement is about? It's all about the things you buy into the farm or things that come into the farm. It could be machinery, building lands, vehicle, other assets that are not listed here. It could be goods, it could be equipment, and all these are documented there. And then we have the product management, a place where you get to manage how products are being used. that are coming, products that are coming to the company, how they are being engaged and used. And then there's a part for warehouse. This is like your digital storage, in your stock taking. Now, for example, you've put a lot of things in the physical warehouse. This is where you actually make sure that they are documented. That is where you put all the informations. And then analysis talk about how things go into the warehouse, comes into the inventory, and how they leave the company, how goods comes in the company, equipment and different things comes in and how they leave. Analysis talks about that. There's input, there's output, which as we begin to engage with it, these things make a lot of senses. And then there's tracking and report. Tracking and report talks about the period, the timestamp to activities around inventory. Now, once you're done with your inventory, which is the first thing as any farmer you have to settle. Once you come to the ERP, the first thing you want to settle is your inventory. And you can see that's why it's the number one, the first after dashboard that you need to visit. You upload all these necessary details, and afterwards you start seeing trickle of interlinking between the different services there. Afterwards, you go to monitoring and evaluation. Now, monitoring is the core backbone to the day-to-day activities of the farm. First, you have to put or list the field or the number of pen you have or facilities that is in place. You have to also document them, of which is what is going to be use geotagging and mapping to put them on the map so you can easily know where they are. And then there's scheduling as well of activities that happens around the field pen and facilities. There's the activity log as well, all under the field and pen management. Now, field reports, it could be either pen report or field reports. This report are what happens on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis, quarterly basis on the farm sites. It could be in terms of animal farm site or crop farm sites. Now, under employee, the employee now are those that equally have access to this place with you. However, they have limited access, depending on which access you give to them as the manager of this business. Now, the list all the employees in this company. While the appraisal is where employee come and then give their monthly appraisals, weekly appraisals, yearly appraisals about what they're able to do in the time period and achieve results. Employee access is where you grant them differential access. For example, one employee is handling, you want only one employee to handle only inventory, then you give him access for only inventory. You want to handle financials, you give him access for financials. If you want to accept monetary evaluation, give him such access. However, then there are workers that you employ that are not your employee. Sometimes they are one-time off workers, sometimes they are occasionally employed to do some activities. This is where you drop their information. They are important because or if you see you're spending money on workers, this is where it has to reflect, and this is where once you document them, you can easily bring them to reflect in the financial part of it. Of course, you can always do appraisals for them depending on the choice of how you want to run your business. And there's a part for weather that documents what the daily weather looks like, so you can use it to plan your activities. This is a good day to farm. How do you know? Because the weather's forecasted that there would be some rain this week, and you want to work your calendar to fit into that budget. Now, record management is where you see all forms of record management um, um, to help you document record keeping and all other things that you need to put in place to make sure that you have a proper understanding of what's happening on your farm on a day-to-day basis. As I said, monitoring is the core backbone to day-to-day activities on the farm. Financial management is the place where you want to document every money, every penny as it comes and as it goes out. Of course, financial management work closely with the operation wallet, rather the operational wallet. It works very closely with it because this is just the part that explains the narrative part of what money was used for. Why the wallet is the place that shows how it lives and comes in largely. Now that expenditure log, the things you can document on that expenditure log are money that are spent on maintenance, utility, advert purchases, rents, legal fees, power, salaries, and insurance and security. Now, all the procurement under inventories are all under purchases, right? And some of them are under rent and some of them are under maintenance. So it's very important that you understand that the financial management and the inventory communicate in a lot of ways. So as you complete your inventory stocking, you realize that some things are naturally interlinking and communicating back and forth with each other. And then, of course, we have raw materials. All the raw materials that we're engaged with, they are documented in this place. There are some materials that, or some equipment that have been gotten, or facilities that have been placed in the farm site that has the precision value. Now, depreciation actually covers those how those things lose value over time. And then project expenses, whether it's new project or current projects, are documented under project expenses because the overall ideas of it are placed there. Income lump talks about how what you produce and how you sell it. So it could be products, it could be service sale, or it could be facility for sale or for rent. So these are how you gain money. These are very important because over time it's going to compare your income and expenditure log. In the coming update, of course, you'll be seeing supply chain management and risk management. And once that's available, we'll do another demo to explain better for you. This is an intro understanding of the general ideology of how the ERP works. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things. In the next video, we'll be going deep into inventory, deep into monitoring in the next video after that one. And then after the second video again, we're going to financial management as a third module, and then we'll be going into the wallet as a fourth module, and then we'll talk about some other things as well. So kindly stick to us and you get as much of this video as possible. Thanks for sticking through.